handle is TUSB, or TOSB, that's the way you want to say it. I've been cosplaying for 10 years, and recently I picked up a camera and started doing cosplay photography for about the past year. I think I started around winter last year, and then I got picked up by the team Aurora Arts, and the reason I started cosplay photography is to go to more conventions and then also give cosplayers their pictures, because I myself as a cosplayer know what it feels like to get pictures taken, and like just to see it is awesome to have that, you know, memory of your costume. And yeah, so I'm going to pass it to this guy.
Hi everybody, my name is Sherry. I'm with Neeko Cosplay Photography. I started photography in 2004, started cosplay in 2009. 2014, I tried to combine the two together, and I've been touring conventions ever since. And just trying to display whatever knowledge I've gained over the past year and a half, and hopefully it's helpful to anyone out here in the audience.
How's it going, guys? My name is Eli. I'm here from Geek Photography. I've been doing photography for about 4 years in total, and one of those 4 years, the last year, I've been doing cosplay, so I've been doing cosplay for about a year. I've traveled to different conventions, I've bumped into Jerry a lot, and Julia, and Ed. I guess we've all bumped into each other down the line in conventions. And I guess if I had to choose a convention, that's one of my personal favorites. It would have to be, besides this one, of course, because it's very local and I love New York, is Dragon Con. I really love Dragon Con. It's one of my favorite cons.
Hey guys, I'm Ed, aka Ed with Photography. Been cosplay photography for like exactly a year to today. Holy shit. Yeah. Why I got into cosplay photography? Because what? Yeah, why I got into photography is because of people just now. That's my favorite heroes, some movies, cartoons, comic books. I said, you know what? It's awesome. So I decided to capture that moment. Yeah. Woo! What would?
So I'll start on my part, which is etiquette. It's basically the relationship you have between photographers and cosplayers. A lot of people ask, how do you approach a cosplayer to do photography? And just, can I get a show of hands, how many of you are either just starting photography or is interested in doing cosplay photography? Is anyone here? All right, cool. I just wanted to see who I'm talking to the crowd. Is anyone here a cosplayer that wants to get into photography but has yet to try? Awesome, cool. All right, so I've been told this and I found out it's fairly simple. Like, how do you approach a person? You just walk up to them and ask them to take a photo. It seems daunting at first because they're a stranger, you know, you don't know if they can say no. But to be honest, when you go to a convention, you're at a place where you all have something in common. You're here for video games, you're here for comics. You're all in a scenario where you all have something similar of interest, right? So if you approach someone for a photo, 9 out of 10 times they'll say yes. Most people who do cosplay spend a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy on their outfits. When they go to cons, yes, to meet their friends and have a good time, but they would also like something to reflect that same amount of energy you put into it. So if you ask someone for a photo, more likely than often say yes. The 1 out of 10 times they usually say no is if they're engaged in a conversation or on a phone call or if they're eating. Just read the situation. If they look like they're walking very fast, most likely going to a photo shoot, or they're late for a booth or late for a panel, you know, they're in the middle of something where they can't say yes now. But if they're out in the open and they're hanging around, most likely they're open to take photos. Just walk right up and say, hey, they're looking for a photo, take their photo. Usually my photos are categorized into 3 groups. There's a hall shot, a mini shoot, and a photo shoot. Photo shoots usually are scheduled ahead of time. You kind of want to designate a time and a place where you're going to meet. That way it gives the cosplayer enough time for you to take photos. They don't want to be rushed. They need to know their schedule about where they have to be at a certain time so they don't look at their watch and goes, I have to be here 5 minutes later, or I have to go meet someone for lunch, right? Schedule something out, and then you'll be able to book photo shoots. How do you do that? If you're just starting out, Facebook groups, fantastic. If you go into a convention, a lot of conventions will have Facebook groups. Go in those groups, look for cosplayers that are trying to book shoots, send them a message, put up your own information. Hey, I'm a photographer. This is my page. If you want to schedule something, just contact me. For haul shots, these are basically the easiest out of all the shoots. When you're walking through a con, you see someone's available, just ask them, hey, do you have a second for a quick photo? Snap their photo. Usually, cosplayers have 1 to 2 poses that are their go-to poses. Go ahead. Hey, it's good. How's it going? They have 1 to 2 poses that they go to. Go ahead and take their photo. If you take more than 5 photos, you're kind of going into what's called a mini shoot. Mini shoots are fairly bad in a hallway for 2 reasons. First of all, when you ask someone for a photo, they're not at their point in their frame of mind banned into taking that photo right then and there. So they can't give you their all. Plus, there's a bunch of people behind them. So what you want to do is that you take their photo, show them the back of the camera. If they like your photo, just say, hey, I want to change this background, I want to change this pose, do you mind walking to this other location? Be very well aware of what they're wearing in terms of if they're wearing armor or if they can't move, they're never immobile. Don't go very far with them because they can't walk that distance. When I go to a convention, I spend maybe an hour walking around looking for scenes to take photos. I look for backdrops, locations, I take photos of it. So in case a cosplayer wants to go take photos outside of the hallway, you know exactly where to take them in a very short amount of time, and you don't waste their time. Because they don't know what they're going to be doing. They might be meeting their friends or have their own photo shoots. So a mini shoot for me is anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes up to half an hour. Anything past half an hour, you're looking at photo shoots, and those are usually scheduled ahead of time.